what's up? Check it out. And this is something any of you guys can do if you have an old cage. Just a really quick and easy solution to have a cool habitat to different phases of redfoots right there. Sometimes all you got to do is look at things a little differently and it'll work out. Hey, what's going on? So I'm really excited because I have these old Zoo-Med iguanariums, and I was thinking, how am I gonna get my baby tortoises safe outside where rats can't get in and out and birds and things like that? Well, I'm just looking here, and if we lay them flat on the ground, remove all the furniture, and even the bottoms, their floors, okay, like this, we can pull this off and attach them, and I'd have a large covered enclosure for baby tortoises. We could put some fill in there. I can kind of hide this in an area where there's some trees and plants, and I think that would be a really cool nursery for my animals. And to be perfectly honest, if I do it really well, I could even put the baby iguanas out here also. So it's a really cool habitat. So today, we're gonna convert these into a really cool baby turtle nursery. Let's get to it. So check it out. We walked the whole property, and it was kind of tough to figure out where I wanted to put this thing. It's kind of big and cumbersome. And then I thought, well, look, it's a nursery. We don't have anything in what used to be the elongated tortoise habitat. We've got these spigots of water here that I can turn on. They'll rain when I want them to. And then I can actually reconfigure this one to pour water into a bowl for the little guys. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of getting an idea of what the topography is. And I'm raking this back. And actually all this stuff, you know, this is really good soil for the tortoises. So I've got all this, look at this, all these old pine cones, all this stuff that's kind of broken down, right? That we're gonna put back into it once we level the two pieces and combine them here. We'll level them. We've got an iron rake here that I'm gonna use to level here in a moment. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting all this stuff raked up so I can then lay the cage down and then kind of level it, and we can get to the fun part, which is kind of decorating it and then putting the tortoises in it here in a little bit.
And this area does get a little bit of sun.
It does. It gets nice dappling of sun. You can see little spots of sun in the late afternoon. They'll get some sun here in the late afternoon. They'll get sun in the early morning. So during the hottest part of the day, these little tortoises are going to be well cared for. And because of the size of those holes in the fence, no rats will be able to get in, and I feel very secure about leaving these guys out. So really excited. So our watering situation is as follows. We've got a big terracotta flower base right here, and you can get these at any home improvement center. They're not that expensive, but you see the lip on this was way too much for the little tortoises go up and over. But simply what we do is we're just going to make this little ramp and blend it in, so this will hold water. No big deal. It's just a little dust. We'll fill the water up and it'll settle. They have clean water. We're going to have water coming from here over that'll always pour in. It'll overflow and clean it, no problem. But more importantly, even if all this kind of falls to the bottom like this, there'll still be plenty of water that these guys will be able to drink. But then look, they'll easily be able to crawl up and out and I'm not really worried about them drowning in this. We're gonna continue to take some of the soil first. I wanna get all this really nice, rich soil down in here. I think this is just the best stuff. So we're gonna keep spreading that out, and then we'll take our leaf litter, throw that on, and we're gonna have plenty of places for these little tortoises to hide. I want these guys, I love raising my tortoises up outdoors. It's just way more easy, a lot of fun. We can keep a lot of tortoises in here too. So the redfoots are gonna really love this. That's who we're gonna really be, this is gonna be concerning redfoot tortoises and the cherry head tortoises. So we're gonna keep working, we're gonna get this done, and we're gonna put little baby tortoises in it, and it's gonna work awesome. And I'm really excited because I haven't been using these things. They've just been sitting in my warehouse, and sometimes all you gotta do is look at things a little differently, and it'll work out. All right, let's get back to it. What's up? Check it out. Let's fill this up. I can also use the hose to spray it out if I have to. So we're gonna clean it, our little watery area. We'll let it overflow. It's pretty easy to clean. You just do this and it'll clean it out. Of course, we're gonna have some sediment from the gravel, but eventually that'll all clear out. Here we go. Just let this run through. Oh, and let it run through clear. So good stuff. But you see, natural drainage, no big deal. Once I have that PVC thing hooked up, we'll just go ahead and put a little PVC or a little drip line onto this, and this will always stay full. Just makes my life a lot easier. What do you think? Good stuff. Loving this so much. Fun little project. Didn't take us any time at all, really. Once we figured out where we wanted to put it, pretty much easy. And you can see now, just the forest floor, it's exactly what the forest floor was prior to that. Mango leaves, pine needles, just all that good stuff. Tortoises are gonna burrow into that, but they can only go so far because we get the wire down there. So, you know, Matt actually had a good idea. Show him your idea, check it out. That's actually a cool idea, Matt. He took the sheaths from the bamboo combs, and that's a really natural hide. Tortoises don't need fancy stuff. They just need a place to feel secure. So what they'll do is we can just kind of flip this over, just kind of push it into the ground here, and a tortoise will find that and make it his home. But in reality, they're just gonna hide under the leaf litter, the cork bark, wedge themselves into corners, things like that. Again, no rats are getting through this. I'm very happy about that. And by the way, look at our water.
Oh, and now it's clear.
Look at how nice and clear that is.
It's draining right off the back.
It's draining off the back, no problems, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and spray down. I can mist this down a little bit, all right, because it's been very dry, but you can just throw a mist on it. As you see the sprinkler head over there, there's actually a sprinkler there. So once I open that up, it'll spray, they can get some rain. What I do want to do here is because, okay, just because this is a little deep, I just take the rocks, okay, take that gravel and just lay it down like this. Now look, now you have the perfect depth for your tortoises to walk in and out of without any drama. Let's put more of these over here on this side. You can break them up, flatten them out. I'm not worried about it. Just a simple little hide. That's what we're doing here. And this is something any of you guys can do if you have an old cage, or if you want to build something like this. You're handy, you saw, it's really not that much. So what I do have are these nice lids here, and we can kind of latch them like this. All right, I'm gonna probably reinforce this, to be perfectly honest with you. I might get a clip that I can clip these together on the corners so that, you know, a raccoon or something can't kind of get into, but I'm feeling pretty good about this in general. It's strong enough to where I know a raccoon can't get through it. These have been used to hold iguanas in them, so no big deal. What do you say I grab up some of my tools, put them away, and we're gonna go get the babies and put them in here, and I think we are wrapping this thing up nicely. Let's do it. All right, we got a few redfoots and cherry heads in here. Look at how pretty this one is, man, just so light. Gorgeous. But you see, when we put them in here, they blend in nicely to the leaf litter. Two different phases of redfoots right there. So let's go ahead, just start putting them in, man. I'll put them in right here, there. Matt, and you can track them, some bigger ones.
See how quickly they found the water.
Oh, they'll be moving around pretty fast. They'll be looking for cover, but this is awesome. So this is, like I said, just a really quick and easy solution to have a cool habitat for baby tortoises to grow up outdoors, which is just tremendous, man. And this guy's already on the move. Keep an eye on him and see how he does as far as the water. Loving it. Loving that. Oh, fantastic. I think these guys are gonna be real happy in here, man. So cool.
How many we have in total here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 2 that I'm gonna bring back in because these 2 cherry heads are actually going to new homes. So these 2 are gonna get shipped out really quick. And actually this one's staying. This one was a victim of the rats. You see the rats ate away at his marginals. You can see it's kind of different. Wow. So the rats got here, but they didn't get into his flesh. So he's gonna stay with me and grow up, and we'll name him, I don't know. What should we name him? Leave me in the comments below. What should we name this guy?
Lego and Zelda?
I don't know. He's something, you know, Templeton, right? Named after the rat from somewhere. Where's that from? From Charlotte's Web, I think. Anyway. Good stuff, man. I love it. We're just gonna let these guys do their thing. I'm gonna say thanks to you guys for being a part of the channel and inspiring me to look at things differently and make a really cool outdoor habitat for my baby redfoot tortoises. You can see there's some sunlight here, nice dappling of it. These are a forest species of tortoise, so they like that kind of dappling. Plenty of places to hide, fresh water. You'll see this thing evolve. It's just thrown up today. I'll go ahead and do the plumbing here tomorrow, and maybe a couple more things as far as furniture, but I think this is gonna do it for these guys. So hopefully this has given you ideas about how you can do something not necessarily this large. Half of this would still have been more than enough for the amount of tortoises we're putting in, but I just like my animals to have space to explore and to be tortoises. That's what's important. Enrichment for your animals, whether it's a hamster, a tortoise, or a crocodile monitor. You want to give your animals the absolute best habitats that you can afford to, and it's not about money, it's about imagination. This is repurposing something old is now something new. All right, guys, look at that. And we got leaves falling into it. Good stuff. Enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna leave you with a little time lapse of the baby tortoises rolling around. See you guys.